Hi guys, Harry Otis here, professional trader for 20 years now. Started my career in 2005 and still alive in 2026. Crazy start of April's, what is it, second to last week of the month. Here we are on Monday, April the 20th, 420. And this is basically short squeezes from hell. This is what we're going to talk about today. That's the theme of the day. The first short squeeze is, well, you're looking at it, it's this market here. And the second short squeeze I'd like to talk about, which is big, is this. Avis Budget. What the hell happened here? What is going on? We'll get to that very soon. First, as always, before we get to the short squeezes from hell, we're going to talk about the technical picture. Basically, we're at new highs. Nothing has changed. I don't have to bring in the moving averages. Trading well above every moving average is not even, you don't even have to do any mental work. This is a bull technical pattern, bull market, bull anything, fill in the blank. Okay, so technically speaking, we're bullish. We always pair it with a sentiment, buy. Now we're getting into real greed. I can't remember ever seeing extreme greed like in months. And now this is the fourth day of greed. We actually increased. Everything is starting to rotate into the greed category. And this thing, extreme greed on the puts, I think even more could put, a lot of call buying, even more call buying today than yesterday. Okay. So we're probably at records in terms of calls versus puts. Okay. This is why I am still, my view is still the same as it was here, and here, that we're going to correct. We're going to have some kind of correction, probably back to the highs of like 697, maybe all the way down here, okay, because we have to get rid of these calls. It's just too much, okay, too many people piling on like lemmings at the end of this move. You don't want it, okay. You don't want to be long, okay. You want to have some short exposure. I added it yesterday meaning Friday, okay. So my views are still very, very cautious to the upside, even though I'm net long. I've added some short exposure because I think any downward move is going to be bought up. Okay, so let's get to the short squeezes from hell. Okay, first, of course, it's the market. It's a war. The market, meaning that this is a war-driven move. This is the short squeeze from hell because of the war. And we look at oil. We always look at oil. And for the weekend, we had some bad news. Like everybody's talking tough again. The Strait of Hormuz is closed again. Everything bad news. But look, oil barely moved. Okay, which I reiterate my stance that I am still bearish oil. It barely is moving. Okay, I still think we revisit the 65 level and going all the way down to 56. Okay, that is what I think is going to go on with oil. We're going to get some volatility, ups and downs. We might even go up a bit more before going down. But I think the market thinks that this move is done. Okay, it just doesn't know it yet. It's like oil all the way back here. After it broke, the move was done. After it broke these highs in like 2022 with the inflation move, it's all the way down. It's going to take time. It's going to take months. That's why I have a call spread that expires in October. So I think it's going to take a long time. Even though the war is over, it's going to fall down fairly fast. It's going to take a while before it really drops to the lows. And I think because of this spike, we break this $55 a barrel in WTI and go all the way to 42 maybe. It's very, very possible because a lot of oil is going to be flowing into the world once this war is over. Okay, so that's it for the war front. Okay, we're getting sick and tired of these news. It's the same story. We haven't changed at all. I haven't changed my outlook at all. Okay, so let's go to the big news of the day. Car. Avis Budget Group. Okay, look at this short squeeze from hell. We've seen this before on the chart. We've seen spikes up and going down. Okay, and this is basically a short squeeze, 100% engineered on. You can go on X. You can see this guy Brent. Brent E Trader here. Give him a shout out. He explains what is going on. He's going, this was a well executed short squeeze by Pentwater Capital. Between them and SRS Management, they have an economic interest through stock and stock return swaps that exceed the total number of shares outstanding. The only thing to relieve the short squeeze is for Avis to issue more shares, right? To execute their at-the-money equity distribution if the hedge funds refuse to profit. So what is he saying here? He's saying here that, look, these are the shares that Pentwater and SRS Management have. They have a lot more shares outstanding, 35 million shares outstanding in total long economic interest. They're long in this stock, okay? So, but what you don't know is that this stock right here, okay, CAR, as basically the float is like 10 million shares. Okay, that's it. This is what's engineering this float. Okay, and the short ratio. Okay, I guess I will place short interest. Interest is at one point here it came close to 100%. 100% short interest. It was 50 to 100% here. It's tough to do it to say what it is as it's going, but at one point it was short interest of 100%. This is like GameStop 2.0 with less shares outstanding. It could really smoke it, okay? So the danger is going to capitulate. Once Avis realizes this, sees this, they're going to issue stock. It's almost a guarantee, okay? So I guess you want to fade it, but can you fade it? Look at the risk. Look at the massive risk. It's so short, okay? So what are you going to do? Let's go to the option screen. Okay, get rid of this for now. We don't need it. We know that it's very, very small float, and people are trying to squeeze it with a high short interest, okay? So looking at the May expiry, which is 39 days, the car, okay, this is what you should look at here, okay? This right here. Excuse me, not the time value, the implied volatility column, it's 200%, over 200% for both puts and calls, okay? And if you just pick, it closed at 614, so let's say 600. Look at the difference in prices, 158 bid to 173. That's over 10%. This is like a huge bid-ask spread, okay? So you can, if you want to do some kind of like, I don't know, short put or short call situation, good luck getting filled, okay? Like let's say you want to short the 630s, I don't know, buy the 650s, doesn't really matter, okay? You're getting like and this is what was going on the whole day, okay? This isn't the spread just because the market's closed. This is what it was the whole day. Trust me, I tried to enter a short call spread. You're not getting it. Okay, look, it's minus 22 credit to $9 debit. You'd be a fool to pay a debit for this, okay? Shorting a call for a debit, it's so wide that you're not going to get filled. Nothing's going to happen. These market makers are just fulfilling their obligation to put a bid and an ask in the stock. You're not going to get filled. In fact, this 22, if somebody hits this minus 22, they're an idiot because, you know, it's wider than the spread of the spread of the strike prices. Okay, so it's like they're getting free money. It's like an arb. Okay, it's impossible to lose money in this case. So it's not gonna. They're basically saying no. Like if we want to do a put, let's clear this. Okay, short put. I'm pretty sure it's the same for the short put. Let's say you want to, I don't know, sell the 55, buy the 45. You know, yeah, 20. This is a $10 spread, and it's like minus 21 credit to $9 debit. You're not getting it. So forget it. It's like the volatility is so high, you can't really take advantage of it. It's very, very. It's impossible. It's impossible. You would have to you would have to buy up. You would have to buy outright one put if you think you're going short. Okay, and you're paying a crap load for it. The 545. You're paying 133. I don't even know what the risk reward is. It's not even 3 to 1. So what's going to drop what? It's going to drop $400 and go to 140. Okay, if that happens, you're just making a 3 to 1 return. That's not a good enough risk. Okay, so the market makers are basically tempting you. There's nothing in the middle. You're not going to get the midpoint. You're not going to get anything. So forget it. At this point, it's just you can't do anything. Okay, you can't do anything. And I mean, it sort of reminds me of the VCX. Remember, we did VCX as one of our here. We mentioned VCX Venture Capital Fund. It has all of these holdings, okay? Remember that spike up to like 575, then it tanked. However, the difference between them and VCX is that they both have a very, very small float. These guys have even less than 10. I think it's like, what is it? The float is 2 million shares instead of 10. So you have a massive move. However, these guys don't have a huge short interest, okay? Whereas, you know, CAR, Avis Budget, huge short interest of 100 to 50%. We wrote it here before, but we erased it. So my point is that this is an impossibility for you guys to get in. If you, we're trying to watch your back by having some kind of risk mitigation, you know, by getting into some kind of spread, forget it. You would have to just buy the put outright. It's very, very, it's not a good risk and reward. So short squeezes from hell, you can't take advantage, unfortunately. Okay. And I wish you could. Okay. So, I mean, today, the big news were the squeezes from hell. I still think we tank. too many call buyers at the highs. They are rarely rewarded when you are so stretched on one side of the trade. It's like you want to be a trend follower, that's great, but not at extremes. You better get out. You better take the meat of the move like we did. We bought here and we got out around here. Okay, we took the meat. But when you get to the extremes, here you don't want to buy, you want to sell. Okay, and here you don't want to sell, you want to buy. Okay, so that's where we're at, and I still think we're going down coming forward. Okay, the war news, same story, US oil. I still think we continue to go down, even though we spike up. Occasionally, there might be some volatility still squeezed out. There might be some juice in the volatility metric, but I still think long term we go down. And Avis Budget Group, good luck trying to short it, or I don't know, you want a momentum, buy it. Buy a parabolic move. I dare you. Okay, I dare you. Go ahead, buy it. Anyways, that's it for today, guys. On Monday, 420, weed day. 420. Okay. What happened with CGC? Going up today a little bit. I guess it's on the Joe Rogan news with the psychedelics that are getting some press. I guess to get a sympathy bid on the weed. We're still holding this. We're waiting. Basically, on this stock, I'm asleep. Call me when it goes above $2 for like a week or 1 to 3 weeks, or if it's bankrupt. Other than that, I'm not even looking at it. Okay, so back to SPY. Let's see what happens going forward. This is going to be a crazy week. I'm pretty sure of it. All right, guys. Later.